Welcome to Renaissance, where we bridge theory, proven theory, with everyday practice. This is a 10-episode series on what the highest UK performing secondary schools actually do to deliver exceptional outcomes. If you go to the government performance tables and sort by progress and attainment, the same small group rises to the top year after year. They're not identical, different communities, different intakes, different contexts, but the results stay consistent. We've studied these schools through visits, observations, public evidence, and direct conversations with the teachers inside of them. No ideology, no guesswork, just repeatable practice aligned with evidence. What follows is one of those patterns. Let's get something straight immediately. Behaviour is not a soft issue. It's not pastoral, it's not about personality, it's not about relationships first. Behaviour is a condition for learning. And when it's weak, learning does not merely suffer, it collapses. This is not a moral claim, it's a cognitive one. Cognitive load theory shows us that working memory is severely limited. John Sweller demonstrates that once that capacity is overloaded, learning stops, not slow down, but stops. Noise overloads the brain. Uncertainty overloads the brain. Inconsistency overloads the brain. Every whispered conversation, every slow start, every negotiated instructions steals cognitive bandwidth from learning, and stolen bandwidth would never come back. Daniel Willingham puts it plainly: memory is the residue of thought. If students are thinking about who's talking, what is happening next, or whether expectations apply today, they're not thinking about the content. And if they're not thinking about the content, progress is impossible. This is why the highest attaining schools look calm. Not relaxed, not casual, but calm. Routines are explicit. Expectations are predictable. Transitions are fast and rehearsed. Not because teachers lack warmth, but because uncertainty is the enemy of thinking. Here's another uncomfortable truth. Time matters more than talent. Educational research consistently shows that opportunity to learn, the actual minutes students spend engaged in thinking about content, is one of the strongest predictors of attainment. In high attaining schools, lessons start immediately. Not 5 minutes of settling in, not repeated reminders, but content. Transitions take seconds, not minutes. Doug Lemeth calls this protecting instructional time, and he's right, because progress is not a mystery. It is learning accumulated over time. And when time leaks, learning leaks with it. And this is where many schools get catastrophically wrong. They say things like, we don't want to be too strict. We want students to enjoy learning. We prioritize relationships. But the evidence from the highest attaining schools show the opposite of that. Clarity builds trust. Predictability creates safety. Consistency reduces anxiety. Students behave better when they know exactly what will happen next. High expectations do not damage relationships. Uncertainty does. The most caring classrooms are not the loudest, they're the most calm. Because calm protects thinking. And thinking is the only thing that leads to attainment. So let's strip this back to reality. If behavior is inconsistent, attainment will be inconsistent. If routines are negotiable, learning will be optional. If expectations change teacher to teacher, progress will stall. The highest performing schools do not motivate students into success. They remove every barrier that gets in the way of learning. This isn't ideology, that's design, that's evidence, that's Renaissance. Thank you.